Guys, I didn't immediately do this video this time. It was ready for me. Soon after Mark's phone call with his mother, Jake called. Jack was in the shower and Mark answered the call. Hello? Hey, Mark, Jake said into the phone. Hey, why'd you call? Mark said. Just to say hi, I guess. Jake said, I'm having a rough time at home. Sorry, Mark said. Your dad again? Yeah, Jake said. What did he do? He, Mark asked. He hurt me. Physically, Jake said in a hushed tone. It was then when Mark realized he'd been crying. It hurt so bad, Mark. Have you called Tristan? Or Cody? Or Jaden? Yeah, I tried all of them. Every time it went to voicemail, Jake said. I heard Jake's father yell in the background. Did you hear him? Do you need me to pick you up? Mark said, I'll pick you up. Please, Jake sobbed into the phone. I'm sorry I've been to you. I'm sorry, Mark, please. I'm on my way, Mark said, standing upright. You're gonna be fine, just fine. Before Jake had any time to respond, Mark already had hung up. Mark went into the bathroom and knocked onto the door. Jack, I'm gonna be out for a couple minutes. I'll be right back, I promise. Okay, Jack said from inside, loud enough so Mark can hear. Love you. Love you too, Mark responded. He then went to the front door, put his shoes on, and grabbed his keys off the counter and left the house, closing the door behind him. He went to his car and put the keys in ignition. He pulled out of the driveway and drove to Jake's house. He got into the car and rang the doorbell. Jake's father opened the door. What are you doing here? He slurred in drunken state. Mark pushed past and went inside. The house was a mess. He went to Jake's door and knocked on it. Jake, it's me. Jake's dad, Adam, walked over and Mark and pushed him. I not hesitate to kick your ass. Oh, God. Freak you, Adam, Mark said before getting punched in the face. What's your freaking language, you piece of... He punched Mark once again. Mark was slightly blooded when Jake's room door opened. Mark grabbed Jake's arm and practically dragged him out of his house. You freaking teenagers, Adam screamed from the front door. I'm gonna freaking kill you. Jake was crying when he got into the car. His father tried chasing after them, but Mark drove away before Adam could do any damage to the car. Jake was bruised and blooded, mainly on only his face. He had a black eye and a bloody nose and bruised cheek. There were faint prints on his neck, clarified that he's been choked. He was sobbing. Thanks, he said very quietly. You're welcome, Mark said. The rest of the car ride was silent. Mark pulled into Jack's driveway. This isn't your house, Jake said. It's Jack's, Mark said. My parents kicked me out about a week and a half ago. They found out I was gay. Oh, Jake said. The two went inside. Jack was sat on the couch wearing a pair of jeans and a normal black t-shirt. He looked up in the door and opened Mark's bloody nose. Oh my God, Mark, what happened? They saw Jake. What's going on? Then he saw Jake. What's going on? My dad, Jake said, hurt me. I swear to freaking God, if you tell anyone, I won't, Jack said. Mark picked me up, Jake said. Look, I'm really sorry about being, I feel like, I really do. You guys seem really happy together. Jack nodded. We are. Thank you for apologizing. Yeah, Jake said. Jack said, you okay? Yeah, Jake said. I'll be fine. Jake stayed that night and slept in the guest room. Hey, Mark said to Jack. Thanks for letting him stay. He's really not that bad of a guy. He's kind of, at times. Yeah, it's no problem, Jack said. No one, not even him, deserves to be abused. It's not fair. It's not, Mike said. I think I'm calling the police on his dad. I think you should, Jack said. That's so sweet, though. But what'll happen to Jake? I don't know, Mark said. But he'll be taken somewhere better. than where he is now. Yeah. And a couple went to sleep. As usual, I can't wait until this chapter's over, though, to be honest with you guys. Wait, after this one's the last chapter. Yes! Mark had contacted the police about Jake's father. The next day, around 10 a.m., Jake was planning on going home that day, but the police were going to his house. There was a knock on the door at Jake's home. Adam opened the door. He'd woken up shortly before. Police, a female police officer showing her badge. How can I help you, officers? Adam asked nervously. We got a call earlier that you've been abusing your child. The male officer said, Is that true? Of course not, he said, a little too quickly. Who would do such a thing? Where's your son? The female officer rose. Hell if I know, Adam muttered under his breath. He left yesterday with a friend of his. Any particular reason why he left? I don't freaking know, Adam said, lying. He knew Jake left because but he didn't care. The officer asked a few more questions, and then Daly finally asked, How about we give your son a call to come over? Adam chuckled nervously. Sure. Adam gave the police Jake's phone number, and they called him. He answered and asked to come home. He outlined and Mark drove him. Jack sat next in the back. Mark and Jack would be staying in the car until the two were questioned. Jake got out of the car. His bruises were more visible than the other day before. Jacob, Adam said. Where the hell were you? Don't talk to me, Jake spat. Who hurt you? Officer Rose said. He did, my dad, Jake answered. He beat me a lot. He drinks even more. Ever since Mom's been dead, he's been getting drunk every night and been taking the sadness rage on me. That's not true, Father screamed, approaching Jake and attempting to hurt him right in front of the cops. Officer then held him back. We need to take him in. Agreed, Officer Rose said. Handcuffs were put around Adam's wrists, and they put on the back of the police car. You're gonna be all right, Jake, said Officer Rose. A couple of weeks went by, and Adam was arrested for child abuse. Jake was put in foster care. Oh, he still went to the same school. A family brought him in, but they were still in the same town, so he didn't have to switch schools. His new family was much kinder. They had a nice, cleaner, and larger home. They already had a child, a daughter named Sky, who was 10 years old. Jake was 16, nearly 17, and his foster parents was a teenager boy specifically, who were very nice and good to Jake. Jake was finally happy. Jake had planted into his own bed when Mark got home from school on Friday. He groaned. Mom is coming back tomorrow. He'll have to leave. Mark sighed. Then he sat next to Jack laying on Mark's lap, facing up, looking at the ceiling. I don't want to leave. I don't want you to leave, Jack said. Stay. You know I can't, Mark said. I don't want to either, but I have to. I'm just scared to face my parents. Mark's parents had called again a couple times. Since the first call, he had informed that he'd be coming home the next day. His mother was happy, but his dad not so much. His father was more angry at Mark than his mother was for being gay. You'll be okay, Jack said. Okay, Mark said, leaning down and kissing Jack. Jack let out a little chuckle afterwards. How do I get so lucky? Mark asked shortly after following the kiss. As I ask the same question every day, Jack said. I love you so much, Marky Mill. Mark laughed at the nickname and came up with one for Jack. And then and there, I love you so much too, Jack boy. They kissed again. As for Ashley, the girl who kissed Mark a couple weeks before, Mark told Almar Jack was with him, and he irritated when them Mark a couple names slapped him. He walked off in front, and there was no more drama with them. Jack and Mark were both happy about it. Blah blah. God. Oh. Yay! This is the last chapter. After a month passed, and Mark was settled back at home. He actually got settled back in a few weeks before, but his father finally came around and accepted that Mark wasn't going to change. Jack's mom was home more and didn't leave business trips as much often as she missed Jack, and Jack couldn't tell that she missed her too. As for Jake, Jared, Tristan, Cody, they pretty much left Mark and Jack alone, even though only Cody and Jake came around to be friends with them. Jared and Tristan were just complete, but they didn't bother them as much. Emmett and Jack became best friends again, and Emmett got a girlfriend whose name was Amela. Okay, can't say that. She was a new student from a different town not too far away from theirs. She had fair blonde hair and large framed glasses, completed with her emerald eyes. She also had freckles, mainly with a rather small nose. Close to her nose, she wasn't pale or tan, just between those two skin tones. Jake and Cody ended up getting together as well, which came off as a surprise to everyone, though Mark was sneaking a suspicion. Everyone was happy, and though Mark and Jack did still sometimes get bullied, it wasn't as bad as before, and they were thankful. Everything was going great, and they were happy. Jack, yeah, Mark? Also, why are you KIK texting me? We're right next to each other. I just wanted to say that. Love you so much that we're starting to do. Love you too, Mystery Boy. The end. Who's messing with me now? Who is messing with me? Okay, so Emily. Okay. After so much time spent into making this, God, 22 chapters, God. There was a lot of episodes of this, guys. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe button. I think this is like I don't know why it was flashing and it scared me. I thought the whole thing was paused the whole time. It scared me so bad. Okay, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you dudes next time.